In fact, I find the argument of Akhilesh Yadav quite foolish. ये कहते हैं हमारे सांसद वहाँ पे उस दिन थे ही नहीं, तो इनका कोई रोल नहीं हो सकता. आजकल के ज़माने में when everything is done through technology, WhatsApp, messaging, this is no argument. I think Pooja Mishra, you are a national spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. It's not an argument which will hold in any court of law, in my view. Vishnu Shankar Jain ji, welcome. Tuhin Sinha. It's not an argument that you can put saying I was not physically present there. There are many other ways of instigating a mob or creating a riot than being physically present there. Whether it is an act of rioting or a terrorist act, the conspirators are not at the spot carrying it out. They are the ones organizing it. So that argument, I think we must dismiss at the start. I'm sure you'll agree. Pooja.
I do agree that you don't need to be physically present to instigate something. The way the BJP instigated the, on the procession of Ram Navami in Kanpur, the rumor started there of stone pelting, and after that, shoes and sandals were thrown on the police. How this BJP instigate everything, and even the Sambhal violence.
But Barq was looking nervous today. I saw him there. Isn't it, Vishnu? He was looking very nervous, like he was looking very scared. The usual bravado was gone. You saw his body language after the questioning. What do you think, Vishnu?
See, Arnab, the fact of the matter is that he is the mastermind in this entire violence. He is the key conspirator in this entire violence. And the game of narrative is such that the person who instigated this violence, he became the victim. And I was a court-appointed commission. I went to carry out my professional duties. I was named as an accused. The entire fact of the matter is, Arnab, that this person was present when the court commission was going on 19th of November. During the court commission, he interfered in the proceedings of the court commission. He entered the alleged disputed structure. He dictated the terms of the advocate commissioner and the survey. And then again on 24th, though he was not present, there was a WhatsApp group which was created in which he was also part of it. And it has come in the investigation that he instigated this entire violence. Now all these matters, all these things are subject matter of investigation.
No, sir. Handed you the report. Did S.I.T. handed you the report? Did you have the report of S.I.T.?
Just a minute.
Did you have the report of S.I.T.?
Now can I respond? Just a minute. Now can I respond? Now the allegation is what?
No, one minute. Pooja, may I request you? Pooja, I will give you a full opportunity, abundant opportunity to respond. But if two people speak at one time,
statement you need to have a proof too.
No, may I request you, Pooja? May I request you? What we'll do is, it's a very sensitive matter, as you know. It's a communal issue, it's a Hindu-Muslim issue, it's a political issue. We must deal with, so I will let you speak after he finishes, Pooja, and I will give you your full turn to respond to his allegations. He is making the point that the Samajwadi Party young member of parliament, Ziaur Rehman Barq, who has been questioned in connection with the violence that erupted in Sambhal last year during a court-ordered survey of a mosque, that the MP, the Samajwadi Party MP, the young MP, Ziaur Rehman Barq, is the main conspirator here. Now, I'll give Samajwadi Party its time to respond, but Vishnu, could you please complete your point and be very clear? Why are you blaming Barq? Yeah. Do you have enough evidence with you?
There is a lot of evidence, Arnab. The inflammatory speeches which this member of parliament has made on 19th and as well as on 22nd and 23rd. Kindly listen to the inflammatory speeches which he has made. Apart from that, the WhatsApp group which was created on which all this violence was spread. Apart from that, kindly, sir, now can you please allow me to...
Ma'am, please let him finish and I'll come to you. I will come to you. I promise you that.
Now kindly see another chain of events. What happened? On 24th of November, at around 7:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning, the survey team does the survey. The Samajwadi Party has no proof enough to say that Jai Shri Ram slogans were chanted, and because of that, violence broke out. In fact, I returned from the survey at 10:45 to 11 from a safe passage, and at that point of time, certain locals, after seeing me, said Jai Shri Ram. And this was used by Samajwadi Party president, and he spread a fake news on his portals, saying that because of Jai Shri Ram slogans, the violence has spread. While the fact of the matter is that violence was happening in Sambhal from 8:30 or 9 a.m. on 24th of November. So this entire thing was pre-planned. This entire violence in Sambhal on 24th of November has Dubai connections, has Pakistan connections, and it is a deep-rooted conspiracy. So many stone pelters were already present there. I want to ask a question. How can 25,000, 30,000 people assemble on 24th of November without any communication? Arnab, I want to ask a question. How can so much of stones be accumulated within 1 or 2 years of 1 or 2 hours of time? It was a deep-rooted conspiracy. And the fact of the matter is that the people who were the perpetrators of the crime...
Now we are going to hear a response of the Samajwadi Party spokesperson. And before she comes in, after her response, I will ask her a few very straight questions. Now, the question, what he has asked is, even if there are Friday prayers at the Shahi Jama Masjid, point is, he's saying, I am not instigating anyone. I am not instigating anyone. I mean, भगवान श्री राम का नाम लेना ये इंस्टिगेशन और प्रोवोकेशन नहीं है. कोई जय श्री राम कहे उसे प्रोवोकेशन नहीं है, जैसे कोई अल्लाह अकबर कहे उसे प्रोवोकेशन नहीं है. कल कोई अगर कहे कि इन्होंने अल्लाह अकबर कहा, मैं प्रोवोक हो गया, मैंने दंगे कर दिए, कोई इस बात को मानने वाला नहीं है. पूजा जी, मेरा सीधा सवाल आपसे ये है कि नवंबर के 21 और 22 तारीख को, on the 21st and 22nd of November, there were multiple posts in a WhatsApp group and the name of the group was Ziaur Rehman Barq. उनके नाम में WhatsApp group है. The display image जो DP है वो उनकी DP है. And in that group, right, it was actively mobilizing the crowds. Large crowds at Shahi Jama Masjid just before the violence erupted. In today's day and age, it will be admissible as evidence. Why was this mobilization happening? Why were people using a WhatsApp group with your MP's picture, his name on it, coordinating the group of people around the Shahi Jama Masjid at that point of time? That is a matter which needs to be explained.
I think this question should go to the intelligence. Why would anyone use our MP's picture if I'm at a group using your picture and using your channel's name and start doing something? Should you be questioned? And it is the failure of clear, drastic failure of law and order. When the person who was speaking before them, he said that how these people gathered there.
नहीं, ये सवाल, इसका जवाब ये है. I'll give you the response to this, Pooja, and Tuhin is on it. Now I'm on a point. When your own house is on fire, you don't blame your neighbor. Your leader is saying संभल में जो भी हुआ वो बीजेपी सरकार, प्रशासन, उनकी इंटेलिजेंस जिम्मेदार है. मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है पूजा जी, संभल के एमपी कौन है? जियाउर रहमान बर्क, समाजवादी पार्टी के. संभल के एमएलए कौन है? इकबाल महमूद, समाजवादी पार्टी के. उनके बेटे का नाम क्या है? सोहेल इकबाल, वो एफआईआर में अक्यूज्ड उनका नाम है. ठीक है. Statement from the police is there. SP Krishan Kumar says due to Barq's statement the situation became worse. Right? Now what was the responsibility of Ziaur Rahman Barq? What did he do to stop the violence? What did he do to bring the situation under control? And how is the BJP responsible when your own elected representatives in the area are named in FIRs and are being interrogated by the S.I.T, caught in WhatsApp groups? There are digital calls to assemble the mobs. Public provocation is going on. And you are saying intelligence को पूछिए.
Of course.
मैं इसमें कोई logic नहीं है.
Why there isn't logic?
हिंसा किसने करवाई पहले बताइए.
Is the state or state matter?
नहीं, हिंसा किसने करवाई? ये मुख्तार अंसारी भी किसी को मार के कहेंगे कि आप पुलिस कर्मियों को पूछिए कि मैंने क्यों मारा. आतिक अहमद किसी का दंगा करवाएंगे, किसी की किडनैपिंग करेंगे, फिर बोलेंगे इंटेलिजेंस को पूछिए, सरकार को पूछिए कि मैंने किडनैपिंग क्यों की. मैं आतिक अहमद और मुख्तार अंसारी के उदाहरण दे रहा हूं आपको.
आपको जवाब चाहिए तो जवाब लीजिए. आप कह रहे हैं कि कैसे उनसे सवाल पूछा, उन्होंने दंगा करा दिया. अगर आपके पास ही इतना प्रूफ है तो चलिए आप रिपोर्ट में रखिए. वो S.I.T को कोऑपरेट कर रहे हैं. He is continuously cooperating. He even went for the investigation also. This is not investigation. Rather, I would say it's intimidation. Even media does into that, intimidating that person who is cooperating with the S.I.T. So us question, And he has been, whatever he said,
see, you know that if Barq is arrested, then Akhilesh should quit politics. If Barq is arrested and Barq is convicted, then what is Akhilesh's role? Yeah, Twin.
I think you are the judge. You are the judge. You're making a judgment, right?
The Samajwadi Party is a party which has always been afflicted by inherent criminality, and therefore the buck should stop with Akhilesh Yadav. Point is, was Akhilesh Yadav not aware of the antecedents of this family? I'm talking of the family of Ziaul Barq. You know, a person who, forget the, what happened in November, a person who has indulged in electricity theft of 11 crore over the years is inherently an antisocial element. He's a criminal. When it comes to the incident in November, we have evidence of him making inflammatory speeches. We now know that he was heading multiple WhatsApp groups which were planning the protests against the police, against the inspection of the site. So what is there which the Samajwadi Party should pretend that they are not aware of? The buck stops with Akhilesh Yadav. He is aware of the criminal antecedents of this family. He was equally aware of the criminal antecedents of Atiq Ahmed and multiple others. And I think, the onus is on Akhilesh Yadav. He should sack the present member of party before it comes to a point where he's arrested.
Well, you have to answer here. You see, Abhi, the things are getting very serious. Pooja, you are not being able to defend your party tonight. Vishnu Shankarji, it is quite clear to me that Pooja does not have an argument. My point is, if a MP's group...
I want to come in, but I thought when I try to come in, you will intervene.
No, I'm not intervening. I'm saying...
You are intervening.
Okay, let me ask you one question.
Don't take my answer.
No, I'll ask you only one question. I'll ask you only one question. Would you agree? Would you agree?
Okay, the Akhilesh Yadav should quit. Are you the judge?
No.
Are you into the judiciary? No. So why you are intimidating?
Okay, so I'll ask you a question. I'll ask you a question. Now, my question to you is this. Let us assume that what you're saying is that the WhatsApp group has his picture and his name, but he's not involved in it. Okay. That despite it, he's not an organizer. Okay. At least you will agree today that there was a Muslim mob which had bricks stockpiled in strategic spots like military logistics. Multiple groups were made. They were using code words and audio messages to summon the mobs. Guns were fired. How did the rioters get access to the guns so quickly? Unless it was pre-planned. Unless it was pre-planned.
Whose failure is that? Whose failure is that?
Whose failure?
Whose failure is that?
Your logic, going by your logic, Pooja, that if Atiq Ahmed and Mukhtar Ansari are terrible gangsters who have kidnapped and killed people, it is not the mistake of Atiq Ahmed and Mukhtar Ansari, it is the administration's responsibility.
Who are the people who are killing in the broad day? You know, the journalists are shot in the broad daylight in Uttar Pradesh. Then who are these people? According to you, according to the government, all the miscreant, all the bad people have died, or they are put behind the bars. And who are these people who are indulging to this? Continuously, you can see failure of authorities' failure, lapses in security and violences. And again, you just start asking questions to the opposition. The opposition is cooperating. Opposition is answering the question. You don't question the government. You should question the government why this lapses is happening again and again. And still, it's the BJP government which is indulged into creating.
The question is. Okay, I'll let Vishnu respond. See, we have a focus on Barq right now, and I am of a view that if Barq is arrested or convicted, it will have huge implications across Samajwadi Party. It will be basically saying that the ruling party is involved in, the opposition party is involved in instigating a riot. If you can't win an election against Yogi Adityanath, does not mean कि आप दंगे करवाएंगे. और पूरा narrative बदल गया अभी.
Do you have that proof? Do you have that
See,
proof?
Arnab, let me talk with complete facts. Just a minute.
I disagree with your statement.
नहीं, Pooja Mishra ji, Pooja Mishra ji, Pooja Mishra ji, उस समय.
You have evidence without evidence. I won't allow you to say such a statement.
I am giving the evidence. I am giving the evidence.
Just give that. You give that. If Sambhal Mosque doesn't
I'm telling the
have
facts.
you give
Can you
testament.
just wait for 2 minutes?
Pooja Mishra, 1 minute. Pooja louder. Pooja louder.
The leaders of the BJP has said they lie, and you come here, you lie too.
No, I am not saying 1 minute. Pooja ji, I think that Pooja, you're being very unfair. Let me tell you something, Pooja.
No, I'm not unfair.
Let me tell you something, Pooja. हरिहर मंदिर का नाम तो सुना होगा आपने. 1529 साल में हरिहर मंदिर को तोड़ के मस्जिद बनाई गई कि नहीं?
In which year are you talking about?
तो हरिहर मंदिर को तोड़ के मस्जिद बनाई गई कि नहीं?
About
ऑडियो इज बैड. ऑडियो प्रॉब्लम चल रही है. मैं कह रहा हूं मूल मुद्दा, द रियल इशू इज अबाउट फॉलोइंग द लॉ. देयर इज अ कोर्ट अपॉइंटेड प्रोसेस.
Yes, so why do you statement that कि अगर
I am not stopping the court appointment process, but maybe you are.
You are making the statement. You can't such a statement.
See, Arnab, now can I respond to Pooja
Yes.
ji? See, the fact
Please
of
be
the matter
factual.
is,
Be
now let's talk
factual.
about the hard facts. Very important facts. On 19th of November, when the survey was going on, Pooja ji, आप ही मुझे बताइए, is there any order passed by the Honorable Court of the MP to participate in the survey? आप मुझे बताइए ना, मैं अभी ये डिबेट खत्म कर दूंगा और माफी मांगूंगा. आप मुझे बताइए ना, 19 तारीख को जब सर्वे का ऑर्डर हुआ था कोर्ट का, बर्क साहब का उस सर्वे में जाने का, कोर्ट की कार्रवाई में इंटरफेयर करने का क्या कोई आदेश है? The matter is that there is no order.
Oh God. Louder with this one.
In the survey on 19th of November, point number 1. And Barq participated in the
Louder.
survey. That video footages are available. How did he enter the survey when it was under the aegis of the Honorable Court? Point number 1, Arnab. Point number 2, kindly see the inflammatory speech which the Member of Parliament has made after coming out of the survey on 19th of November. Kindly see the inflammatory speech which was made on the Friday, after sometime on the Friday namaz. Kindly see the inflammatory
Let
speech.
me ask her
And
that. Let me
apart
ask
from
her
that,
that. Pooja Mishra, do you agree? Pooja Mishra ji, do you agree that your Member of Parliament made an inflammatory speech disrespecting the court process and provoking Muslims against the court process?
No, he didn't. When did he say? He said that we'll go through law and law. The courts are here. We'll go in the higher court. How does that provoking?
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. Vishnu, what did he say?
No. See, Arnab, on the stairs of the mosque on 19th of November, the inflammatory speech was.
The laws and order for us only will go to the court. That's what he said. It's intimidating.
Can I speak now? See, the fact of the matter is on 19th of November when the survey happened, after the survey was over, Mr. Barq came out at the floor of the mosque. He said, "Yes, survey team ko ek resh matra bhi proof nahi mila, ek resh matra bhi cheez nahi mili," which goes to show that why did he participate in the survey? There was no court order for him to participate in the survey, and he was dictating terms to the survey. एक मिनट मैम, आपके बीच में मैं नहीं बोला, मुझे मेरी बात को कंप्लीट करने दीजिए. Please allow me to speak. How can you speak continuously over me? So on 19th of November, inflammatory speeches were made. That is recorded. Please play that the inflammatory speech which Barq has given to the media. Apart from that, the inflammatory speech was made on Friday also. And apart from that, Arnab, let me tell you, there are many investigations which have happened. There was direct phone calls with Mr. Barq, with the members there.
Louder for her.
You have the S.I.T report. Do you have the S.I.T report?
This crowd which has gathered there.
You've got a bad bandwidth line there with Pooja Mishra.
Any pre-planning.
But viewers, full frame pictures right now to end this debate. I want to remind our pictures. The visuals are very important today. Ziaur Rehman Barq, full frame. He's a member of parliament from Samajwadi party. He was questioned in connection with the Sambhal violence. Now, he was trying to say that the Muslims are the victims here. But it appears that he's being investigated for trying to provoke riots, violating the court-appointed survey of a mosque to find out whether the mosque was built after demolishing a Harihar Mandir in 1529. So if the provocation is by the Samajwadi Party young member of parliament, the party itself will be in big trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, why I believe that perhaps the biggest headline that's coming our way has not been noticed that in a big enough way. That's Tahawwur Hussain Rana, mastermind of the 26/11, being brought back. The US court had an appeal from him. Highest court rejected the appeal, which means he's going to be flying back. And flying back with him will be the entire Pakistani conspiracy behind 26/11 when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather.
One of the biggest dangers to our country are negative influencers, dirty influencers. These are people who are there on digital mediums only to get numbers, and what they do has had a very negative effect on our society. We all know about it. But together, you and I can change that. Republic is starting an influencer incubator program where you can be part of creating some world-class content that is nation first, that helps our country, that creates awareness. And you can work with me here on this campus as part of the first phase of the Republic Influencer Incubator program, which is the Positive Influencers program. The Positive Influencers program, which is going to be run from the Republic Media Campus, which is the largest newsroom in Asia, aims to bring together a diverse set of people from across the country. You can work from where you are, you can work with me here on this campus to create content on anything which you feel, if it proliferates, if it spreads, will have a positive impact on our people. It could be in the area of health, technology, defense, awareness, current affairs, politics, or even history, science and technology. I know there are a lot of you out there who have the talent, and all that you want is the reach. And Republic is doing this to give your content the reach. Together, all of us can come together and create a content revolution in our country. The digital medium, the growth of digital in our country is one of the most fascinating things, but you can use it in a positive way for the country, or you can use it in a negative way for our country. There are too many people who are using the digital medium to make a quick buck. But together, all of us, if we become one unit that's working in national interest, that believes in nation first, then through the Positive Influencer program, we can change the way the digital medium works in our country. So come, I welcome you to work with me here on the Republic campus as part of the Positive Influencer program. Here on the Republic Media campus, you will have access to great infrastructure, a warm and welcoming professional environment, and of course, the best production values. Now, if you have the content and you feel it needs the finish, it needs to be worked on, or that you would benefit from working in an environment where there are many other content creators like you, then you can be here. You can work with me here in the Republic newsroom. You can work from home. You can make it 50-50. You can make it work the way you want. As long as you believe that the content you create, and we believe that the content you create, will make our nation number one, will be one solid contribution towards the Viksit Bharat, then you can be part of this wonderful program. The initiative I announced in the presence of the Prime Minister at the Republic Summit, which is the Republic Positive Influencer Program. So come, work with me, work with us. Let's make a difference for our country.